Additional amenities include green spaces, biking and hiking trails, lounge areas, a spray plaza, game courts, shade structures, and designated food kiosks.
Okay, so this is not what you see in the United States of America. This is blowing my mind because this is something that would remind me of like I'm watching a video about a town square in Europe. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be checking out something that's actually caught my eye because it's really close to me. Okay, so we got a video called Cycling in Carmel, Indiana from a Dutch perspective by the channel Bicycle Dutch. So make sure you go check that out. And the links to that original video will be down in the description section down below. But anyways, Carmel, Indiana is only like an hour and 10-minute drive from me. I've been by there. I haven't been through, like have not been inside of Carmel, but I believe I've been on the highway next to it because I've seen the sign, like the exit that says, you know, exit blah, blah, blah for Carmel on my way to Indianapolis, I believe. I think it's down, pretty sure it's down by Indianapolis. The description says, the city of Carmel, Indiana is exceptionally people and cycling friendly, defying stereotypes for a Midwestern conservative-led small city. Even though it is also still quite car-centric, its streetscapes do demonstrate that building livable cities can transcend political divides. But how does Carmel fare in my Dutch eyes? I traveled from the Netherlands to Indiana to experience cycling in Carmel firsthand. My generous host, Mr. American Feedster, has his own YouTube channel featuring live streamed rides from Carmel, among other topics. Check it out here. You know what? I've heard of the channel American Feedster, and I did not know that channel was an hour drive from me. Very interesting. Small world after all, right? That's cool. So Bicycle Dutch went to American Feedster and hung out. So I wonder if American Feedster, I wonder if they did a collaboration video. I might have to check into that. But anyways, we're going to check this out. And I don't have a bike right now. Once I get one, I may go there to Carmel and check it out because, again, it's only an hour drive from me, and I would love to go check it out and see what it's all about. Seems like a nice little town, really, considering how most of it is around here. You don't have this normally. Like, this is not something you would normally see in the United States of America. This looks like something you'd see in the Netherlands or some other European country.
Sometimes I like to study inspiring places outside the Netherlands.
Okay.
Carmel, Indiana is not your average Midwestern small city. With a population of just under 100,000, the city can be found directly north of Indianapolis and is effectively a suburb. Carmel.
Okay, it's a suburb of Indianapolis. Okay, that makes sense.
Is home to Mr. American Feedster, whose guest me and my partner were. From 1995 to January 2024, this city has been led by the same mayor, Mayor James Brainard, who is described as a moderate Republican and whom we happened to run into in downtown Carmel. After a study trip to the UK in the 1990s, Brainard was inspired by roundabouts. The first was constructed in 1996, and the following year saw the construction of another two. Currently, the city boasts over 150, more than any other city in the United States.
Nice.
The Carmel roundabouts have been credited with a reduction of carbon emissions, intersection collisions, and even fatalities.
Is this one of the most Dutch-like towns? Maybe not like Dutch, but like bike-friendly. I guess so that aspect would, you know, be similar to Dutch, but is this one of the most bike-friendly neighborhoods in the United States? That would be amazing. I live an hour away. I need to go check this out. I need a bike, though.
They may not be common in the US, but of course for us Europeans, they were very familiar. Obviously, there can always be improvements. Multi-lane roundabouts don't mesh well with level crossings for walking and cycling.
Yeah.
But the roundabouts were generally easy to navigate, both on a bicycle and in a car.
So that's American Feedster right there. It keeps showing. And I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that's who that is because I've seen his channel. That is very cool. I need to, once I get a bike, I need to hit this person up and maybe go to Carmel myself and do a collaboration with American Feedster. How cool would that be? Like later this summer. Hit me up. Actually, if you're watching this channel, if you're watching this video.
Roundabouts were generally easy to navigate, both on a bicycle and in a car. The backbone of the cycling infrastructure in Carmel is certainly the Monon Trail. The Monon Railway came to Carmel in the 1870s, but closed in 1974.
Monon, that goes through Delphi, Indiana, actually, because they got a trail there called the Monon, the High Bridge Trail. Yeah.
A section of a little over 8 kilometers of the former railway was turned into a 3.7 meter wide asphalt cycle track in 2002. That immediately sparked visions with some people to redevelop the former industrial areas alongside that new trail. The city brought in urban design consultant Jan Gale from Denmark and city planner Jeff Speck and other landscape architects and engineers to work on the redevelopment. Speck had the splendid idea to make the trail the center of the redevelopment, literally, as the median of a new boulevard. The first part in the heart of Carmel, just south of Main Street, was opened in July 2019. The award-winning 6-block Midtown Plaza development required an investment of $23 million.
This looks really cool. I've never been inside this town. I need to go check out Carmel. Like, this looks like... It genuinely looks like a really cool little town to go check out. How have I not been there? Like, I've been by there, but not in it. That is so cool. This is not something... It doesn't look anything like what you would see around here normally. Unless maybe, you know, you're in a big touristy area in a big city. You'd of course have stuff like this, but this isn't. This is just a Midwest... I guess it's a suburb of Indianapolis, but... Midwest, though. Like, it's Indiana, you know?
But that has led to $175 million of private sector redevelopment in the area. The asphalt path was turned into an almost 43 meters wide multimodal boulevard for bicyclists and pedestrians.
That's cool.
The boulevard is surrounded by low-speed vehicular lanes with curbside parking, tree-lined sidewalks, cycle tracks, and expanded outdoor retail and dining. Additional amenities include green spaces, biking and hiking trails, lounge areas, a spray plaza, game courts, shade structures, and designated food kiosks.
Okay, so this is not what you see in the United States of America. This is blowing my mind because this is something that would remind me of, like, I'm watching a video about a town square in Europe. You don't see this many people out and about doing anything in the United States. The only time you see this many people out and about doing stuff is if you're in Skid Row, Los Angeles, and you got all the homeless camps, or New York City downtown, you know, you got all the people walking around and stuff. But like in a regular, average, small town, Midwest place, this is literally a night and day difference to what you would normally see here. I need to go there and I need to do a comparison. How does Carmel, Indiana differ from the average American Midwest town? And highlight the actual differences, because this is mind-blowing to me.
And cafes. Oh, let's not forget an indoor bicycle parking with double-layer racks, free tools, and free water. This placemaking project can serve as a model of how an industrial corridor can evolve into a destination with social, environmental, and economic benefits.
I need to check out American Feedster's channel more, because I've came across his channel. I never knew that he was, maybe, I mean, it might have showcased it in the video and it just went over my head. I did not realize that he was only an hour from me in Carmel, Indiana, somewhere that's so close that I can go there and check out this town myself, which I will definitely try to do before the summer's over. I just have to acquire a bicycle first, which money, bills, you know how that goes. So watch more of my videos so I can afford it.
Essential to a community's urban areas. Tax money well spent. Yeah. And it is not just one street. In other parts of the city, you can also see a denser building style with shops, restaurants, and housing on the upper floors that makes the streetscape very attractive.
Nice.
Thanks to the festivities surrounding the 2024 eclipse on a Monday, we could witness firsthand how well the city center of Carmel serves its citizens. So many.
Okay, yeah, so he came down last month, end of last month for the eclipse. That's cool. I was in southern Indiana. I actually got another video, a part 2 to my eclipse adventure that I need to get edited, actually, at some point and put up, but...
Hand how well the city center of Carmel serves its citizens. So many people came to the center to witness the total eclipse because Carmel was directly in the totality zone. This city can, or maybe should, serve as an example that creating a livable environment with a less prominent place for the car does not have to be political. People with all kinds of political beliefs can enjoy a livable city with top quality amenities so close that you can cycle to them.
It's cool.
Large parts of the city are still under development, and it would be nice when more cycleways would be connected even better. But it was already a great pleasure to cycle and just be in Carmel, Indiana.
Nice. From a Dutch perspective. Oh, here's a comment from American Feaster. It says, I'm so happy that we were able to host you in Carmel and have you not only visit as a friend, but as an expert in assessing human-scale infrastructure design centered around active transportation. It's hard to believe that this exists, especially in the middle of Indiana. I agree. But I think we're doing very exciting things here in Carmel, and this is why my wife and I relocated here over 3 years ago. Simply to take advantage of the infrastructure and live a car-light lifestyle, which is hard to do in the US. I agree. Yeah. This video provides a nice glimpse into what we have to offer, and I'm sure that in the coming years, things will only continue to get better as our leadership keeps up the initiative of progressive city design that, as you stated, does not need to be a partisan issue. Very cool. So he relocated. That's how nice. Like that's what I'm saying. You don't see that here in the United States. You just don't, right? Very few and far in between, to the point where he even just relocated there. And I don't, you as a European watching this, you're not going to understand. If you live in Indiana, you'll understand. Nobody just moves to Indiana on purpose. Usually not, right? I mean, usually people are trying to do the opposite. They're trying to move out of Indiana and go somewhere else. So for Carmel, Indiana to be so good that this guy relocated and moved there 3 years ago is certainly saying something. But anyways, very, very good video. I'm going to hit like. You guys need to do that as well. Have a super fun, awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.